QWERTY 100. IQ 259. And still growing, as we speak. Or as I speak. I am the only one speaking here. Your lovely narrator, Belinda. So much prettier, and sexier, than that bitch, Claire. She used to narrate this list, until I took over. So long, bitch. Lists. Cheese and metal. A list about shit. Cheesy shit. Edit list. Name, description. Add, edit items. Delete list. Rate Your Mucus deleted this awesome list. They are communists. Set image. 46,165 views. Most of those views, from power metal fans who never, or rarely, clean their ears. Many of these cheese fanatics pretended to like the list, claiming semi-sarcastically, and a bit desperately, that they use this list to find new shitty bands, to listen to. Oh well. Perhaps they did. Shit happens. Cheese happens. Created by a lunatic, August 27, 2014. Updated last, by same lunatic, May 18, 2018. 944 items. 944 shitty, cheesy, bands. Almost 50,000 views. A list by QWERTY 100, genius. M. Q. 489. Categories: cheesy-fied metal, power metal, metalcore, J-pop, kitsch, schund, Eurovision Song Contest shite, Bon Jovi worshippers, fake metal, sewer excrement, corporate metal, plastic music, kindergarten music. List 451,214. 94 likes, some of them ironic. Visibility: public. Private. Used to be public. But now private. Because Radio Mucus is run by Marxists, who hate freedom of speech. They call themselves liberals, even progressives. But they are Marxists. They detest liberty. Except their own liberty. They love that. Social justice warriors. In other words, deluded, deranged, misinformed, brainwashed, self-loathing, nihilistic, tyrannical, misfits. Enjoy the list. This is part 12, 13, 15, or 29. Who knows? There are so many. Enjoy it, even if you are a power metal, or metalcore fan. Learn to laugh at yourself. I do it all the time. I mean to say, I laugh at myself, all the time, not just, at fans of cheese. We must not be such humorless robots, like those liberal establishment bots at Rate Your Mucus. That silly gulag is overrun by effeminate hipsters, and neck, beard, edge, lords, none of whom can take a joke. Because they are so deeply insecure. And, self-important. Not again. The music starts very well. Some potential there. Yes, this might be a band to not place on the list. Might even be good to check out in more detail. Great sound. Heavy. Nice riff. But then. The fucking cheesy vocals. And corny pop melodies. The story of power metal. Take the vocals out of some of these bands, and you've got interesting music. I said some of these bands. Some suck with or without layers of vocal cheese. This band with a shitty cheesy name which I won't type out, because it's frankly embarrassing, has some talent. It's just a pity they opted to play Milk. I'm the Cobra, this band is the Lotus. Or any bloody flower, for that matter. This band has no official comment yet, but I am now ready to crush it like a defenseless flower. I don't know what snakes do to lotus flowers, specifically, but my guess is, it isn't anything pleasant. Much like this music. Far from pleasant. And so once again we come full circle. Well, it's either a full circle, or it's poetic justice. Or me rambling again. Mice sometimes kill each other, over cheese. I, on the other hand, would sometimes kill to stay away from this kind of cheesy metal. On a cheesiness scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being very cheesy, and 3 being extremely cheesy. This is an 11. This shitty band doesn't have a comment yet. But I have sneaked a listen to one of their mangy songs, and I can confirm that this is indeed a band very worthy of this ugly list. A bizarre, stupid concoction of folk metal, cheesy boy band pop, and metalcore, also known as metalcore. Utter shit, in other words. In fact, words cannot do enough injustice to the scrap. Words can never be a sufficient substitute for awful cheesy stench. Just a few decades ago, nobody in their right mind would have labeled this pop music as goth metal, symphonic metal, or any metal. This is mainstream cheese for people uninterested in either innovation or power. It's extremely silly to refer to bands like this one as progressive metal. What, exactly, is either progressive, or experimental, or advanced about using kitschy pop tunes? That isn't progressive, that's regressive. That's taking metal back into the Stone Age. Repeat after me. Regressive metal. Regressive metal. Regressive metal. Regressive metal. Regressive metal. Just check out this name, and the album cover. Still don't believe me, when I tell you that metal has been pussified, corporatized, downgraded, homogenized, sterilized, distilled, and very much entirely cheesified and lactosiacally purified. This hilarious band should remove all doubts. Metal is no longer metal, in most cases. I might call myself a Lelou, if I were a Parisian transvestite. But only then. Perhaps to the ears of a native French language speaker, Lelou sounds like a great name for a metal band. I mean, a metal band. Two things wrong with that. 1, it sounds like a character from the Teletubbies, the one who sucks cock. 2, this isn't a metal band, at least not entirely. Cheesy choruses reveal the progressive metal scam that transpires here. Repeat after me. Regressive metal. Regressive metal. Regressive metal. Regressive metal. Regressive metal. It's effing regressive metal. Not progressive. Learn the difference, cheese boys. Ridiculous pop shit. The usual stuff. Is that a dinosaur chicklet on the cover? Hilarious garbage. Remember David Coverdale's late 80s sellout phase with Whitesnake? It's similar to that. This band may wave its plastic swords, all it wants, but fact is this is glam metal. Once again, repeat after me. Power metal equals glam metal. 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 Utter bloody shite. Power metal equals glam metal. And get that bloody progressive metal label off the band's page. It's misleading fans of real progressive music. Real, as opposed to bullshit. Progressive metal whore. A whore that plays progressive metal? I'm confused. Progressive metalcore. An oxymoron right there. Make them change the daft name, and I might even forgive them enough to have their sentence reduced to 20 years, in the Correctional Institute for the Criminally Greedy. Hotly recommended for power metal fans who get erections whenever they hear metal and pop cliches combined. If Celine Dion joined Iron Maiden on guitar, and became the principal songwriter, these farts would be the result of this unholy union. No. Union. I said, union. Not onion. I know I'm a shitty reader, but come on. Steve Harris sure knows how to treat his fans. First he charges them a shitload of money for Maiden's concerts, and then he thanks them for it by hiring his talent-free daughter to open the shows for the band. No wonder she got booed several times. Nice. Steve sure has come a long way from his humble Cockney roots, all the way to a jet-set millionaire who misuses the band's fame and influence to hype his daughter's shitty pop career, which has predictably failed. She didn't even have the balls, or the integrity, to play something vaguely resembling metal, but instead she chose shitty songs that Eurythmics could have played during their US market sellout phase. Yawn. Symphonic progressive power metal. Yadida, yadida, blah 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 blah. Pop. Le Grand Fromage. Sorry for my shitty French pronunciation. Avant-garde metal, my ass. Even the avant-garde metal genre has now been hijacked by power metal fans. What, stealing the labels gothic metal, alternative metal, symphonic metal, neoclassical metal, progressive metal and heavy metal wasn't enough? You need even more? You are like Hitler. Okay, then, take the few that are left over. From now on, I declare Nightwish industrial metal, Hammerfall death metal, and Within Temptation hardcore crossover metal. What proof have I got? None. Don't need it, apparently. You bloody cheesemongers. This corny band doesn't have a comment yet, but considering they are 1. Spanish, 2. Power metal, and 3. Use laughable album covers, can only mean one thing: utter bloody shite.